Wide Open Outdoor Adventures with your host, Dave Altiero. We'll make you a better sportsman.
Subscribe to the Wide Open Sportsman YouTube channel today. On this episode of Wide Open Outdoor Adventures, it's more exploration of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This time, we're with Mad River Whitewater Rafting. All right, race fans, we're here, Jackson Hole. We actually just flew into the Jackson Airport. We're gonna look at the Teton Mountains, and this little map on the wall is of the Snake River. So that's what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna go to some hikes. We're gonna do whitewater rafting. We're gonna fly fish. We're gonna do hot air balloons. We're gonna do ATVs. It's all coming to you right now on Wide Open. All right. On today's episode, we're going to whitewater raft the Snake with the Mad River Guides. You better hold on for this one. It's going to get good right now. Hello guys, Dave Altiero with Wide Open Outdoor Adventures. I'm here in Wyoming with Mary at Mad River Boat Trips. Well, we're not on the water yet, but we're gonna hit the whitewater. It's gonna be awesome. But before we do, we'll hear from Mary a little bit about this place, a little bit about what makes it special, and about the guides. So Mary, tell us about this wonderful, awesome place you got.
All right, Dave. We are Mad River Boat Trips here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Started in 1977, and we just celebrated our 40th anniversary last year. And this year we've got our guide staff, our office staff, our bus driver staff, our shuttle staff, and that's what makes Mad River special.
The staff. Well, we're going to be with, I think it's Ian. Is that the guy we're going to roll with?
I hope so.
Well, if it's not Ian, it's somebody great, because usually a guide has a spirit and an energy. So stay right where you're at. We're going to be on the water next.
Have fun out there.
All right, guys, my adrenaline's pumping. I'm going to meet the whitewater raft guide, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the area that we're going to drift and the whitewater rapids we're going to go through. There's supposed to be 8 sets of rapids here in Wyoming on this stretch of the river. It's going to get good real quick. Hello guys, Dave Altiero, Wide Open Outdoor Adventures. We're about to put in here at West Table Boat Launch. This is Ian. He's going to be our guide. It's going to be whitewater. What do we have, like 6 or 7 rapid sessions?
Yeah, we'll probably have 9 or 10 today.
9 or 10 whitewater, man. That's what we came for. Tell you what, we're going to talk to Ian here a little bit about the river, learn about it, then we're going to hit it.
So today we're going to be rolling down river in a 16-foot raft. And these are state-of-the-art, modern-day rafts. There's no bailing involved. The water comes in and goes out. They have an inflatable floor, and they're self-bailing rafts. They contain 8 bladders. That way, if you lose one, you don't end up sinking or swimming in the water. These are sleek, fast boats. You can get them moving about 20 miles an hour in some of the bigger rapids, which is a lot of fun. These rafts have to do about 4 trips a day. They do 32 miles a day all summer long, and we keep them for about 5 years. So by the time they retire, they've done probably halfway around the earth. So I became a guide about 16 years ago, and what brought me here and brought me into this was basically a desire to be outside and a love for Jackson Hole, for the area, and ability to interact with people and be outside all day and enjoy some adventure and excitement while I'm at it. So currently the river's running about 12,000 cubic feet per second. We're at the tail end of our spring runoff, so it is nice and powerful. Those rapids are real punchy right now. We're going to have a good time out there, and hopefully we don't end up in the water. Pretty good runoff season, better than average snowpack for the winter. And given the fact that we had a cold spring, that snow waited to melt, and so now we're experiencing high water conditions. As it all kind of comes down out of the mountains, we get a rough ride, a real fast ride, a lot of punchy rapids. We still have a pretty good time out there. The water is cold, but you know, that just helps to wake you up. It's better than a cup of coffee to get you out of bed. So as we move through these waves today, and we're punching through some of these rapids, what we're going to be doing is making sure that we're lined up right in the middle of the wave, which is called the tongue, and that's kind of the descent into the rapid. As we hit the waves, we're going to continue to paddle because the boat will shift in the raft rather suddenly, and that can cause people to fall in the river. So we want to keep paddling until we're all the way through the rapid. As those waves crash over the boat, they'll jostle and rock people around. But if everybody follows my instructions, they'll stay in the raft. And that's kind of the object of the game here most of the time. So the two guys in front are going to be our lead paddlers. What I'm going to have them do is watch each other, paddle in sync. They're going to kind of lead the charge for the rest of the boat. Everybody else is just going to paddle along with the paddler in front of them. And by doing that, we're going to move like a well-oiled machine. As we go through the rapids, there's going to be some quick in-succession paddle commands like all forward, all back, right side forward, left side back, to help turn the boat quickly so that we can confront the rapids head on, because if we hit one sideways, we're all going to be baptized in the snake. So if you find yourself in the water, basically what you want to do first is try and remain calm. You want to keep both your feet up. Do not put your feet down on the bottom of the river. You can get your foot caught between rocks or other debris that's down there, and that can cause you to become foot entrapped, which is a pretty dangerous situation. So you keep your feet up. You want to actively swim back to the raft. That's going to limit the amount of time that you have to spend in the water. If anyone's in the water today, we're going to have one of the paddlers hand out the grip side of their paddle to you. We'll pull you back over and pull you in. And if stuff gets real hairy, end up real far away, I'll throw a bag of rope at you. If I do that, you want to grab the rope and not the bag. Throw that rope over your shoulder and turn around with your back to the raft. I'll bring you in backwards. You don't want to come in face first, or you're going to get a face full of water every time I pull on the rope. And this water doesn't taste great, even though it is pretty.
Pretty good. I just had to hit the water. After all, I'm in Wyoming. Ian, man, that was some of the best whitewater rafting that I have ever done in my life. I mean, we were hitting those waves just full speed, and your energy level would just crank up, and you'd be barking orders, and we all knew it's time to work. So that was some of the best I've ever had. And you know, I'm coming back to Wyoming. Maybe I can do it with Class 5. Do you guys go out with a big water?
Absolutely. We go no matter what, rain or shine, we'll be doing it.
Cool. Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm working through things on my list that I always wanted to do in life. I have a lot more freedom in my life right now because financially life's pretty good, and I've run in a couple of businesses and they kind of run their own self. At the end of the day, wide open outdoor adventures is my passion. So thanks for spending some time on this YouTube post, and we'll see you in a wide open outdoor adventure. Thanks, man.
You bet, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, man, that was good. Awesome. Special thanks to our amazing sponsors. We couldn't do what we do without them. Visit wideopensportsman.com every day for your daily fix of adrenaline. Just get out there. You know, it's always wide open.